Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So we're here at the Norwood Invitational at Emery Beach Club. We did quite well. Not as, not perfect. We could have done a little bit better on the putting, but overall, really decent. We got the +7 to all attributes, which is the big one to have boosted all the time. Got a really small field size of 80. And as a reminder, we have our rival of Tom Kim. I was a little worried that maybe we had forgotten one. Alright, so wind speed is low, fairways and greens are firm, green speed is fast. So, beautiful view over the trees. Oh, well, Tom Kim. I mean, again, he's one out and he's even, but he's holding first place, so does anybody else that's played? Many of them have done worse. I wonder if we're with Xander Schauffele on our little wandering around the course here, because he's right there with us, but we'll see. Oh no, I pulled that. I think I'm in the water. That is a horrid start. Alright, good news is, it's gonna let me, okay, why won't it? It is acting really weird. Okay. It would not, it's like it was frozen or something. I'm like, it's not moving. Why isn't it moving? Alright, come on. I think I'm okay. Alright, thank goodness. Alright, nice running down the contour, so that'll work out. We have a potential shot here. It's gonna be tricky, but we could hit a par. But no, not gonna happen. Right, so we start off with a bogey. Alright, so yeah, I don't know who we're playing with. But not a great start. Alright, well, it's gonna be one of those rounds right now. So not what I really want. Okay, what am I, why can't I do a choked, or whatchamacallit, a flop? I don't understand. I'm missing, is it just where I'm lying? Where am I lying? Does it say I'm on a path? I think it does. I think that's the issue. Well, great. So I'm gonna only be able to chip then. This is awful. So let's roll it back. My God, that is way too far. Holy moly, is that too far. Yeah, I think it's because it thought I was on a path, which I was not. I'm not enjoying this. Alright, yeah, I'm speeding it up a bit because I didn't think I had any hope there, so sorry. Not gonna keep doing that, but wow, I'm 51st out of 80. This is awful. Alright, so this is the thing I've done before, and I'm not gonna do it this time. So we're gonna go here. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but, I'm like, yeah, I always head toward the trees and then try to thread it between the trees, but we're not gonna do that. Alright, so 110. Ooh. And it is a heavy rough, and it is uphill, so I'm gonna try this. Alright, decent stroke, finally. Alright, not too bad, but it didn't fly as far. Oh, okay. So, trying for the birdie here. Downhill, over. Oh, close, so close. I almost thought I went too far again. Alright, but we got that to go into the hole, which is a big one, our first par of this event. So yeah, definitely not doing as well, although I had a 4 over last time, so maybe I am doing as well. I might end up in the bunker. Oh, we hopped it. We hopped it. Alright, perfect. So, we're gonna go back. He's gonna come over there. So yeah, the issue is there's a lot of water and a lot of really challenging approaches on this course. I like that. That is a big one to bring in and bring on board. Move over a bit. It's uphill, so it's not light. Woo. I was like, is it gonna hang on? And it did, thank goodness. Alright, so that's our first birdie. Tom Kim is there. Carson Young is pulled ahead. Again, there's more to it than just the score, so that's my other problem here. We're gonna do a 7-iron and go up there. Ooh, a little weak, but we should be okay. I think there's plenty of ground in front. Alright, well, we stayed. Alright, well, at least flops haven't vanished from the game. I'm like, where did they go? I think it was the uphill. Because, man, that is short. I was debating going up a little more, but I was a little concerned. Come on over a bit. Thank you. Alright. Just needed it to move a bit. Alright, so now I'm 1 over. I'm 37th. We got 3 that are now 1 under par. So definitely not an easy field. I am going to go over here. Because A, it gets me clear of the water. But I'm not going to roll out further than this. And yeah, that way I'm not trying to thread the needle and really tempting fate. This is up in the air. Alright, a little weak. It's not going to... Oh, alright, well, we stayed out of the bunker. We did land in the sand, I think, but we skittered our way out. Alright, we're going to try this. Well struck. I was like, is it going to change perspective? A little further than I would have liked, but... You know, as soon as I put any backspin on it, it would have been way, way short. Man, this is a big downhill. So again, it's a fast green, so I want to be careful. Oh, wow. Alright. Alright, this should be relatively straightforward. It is. So, where do we sit? Where's Tom? He's still even, so he keeps hitting pars. Weak. That might be good, though, because, man, if I wasn't weak, I might have been in worse shape than I thought. So I guess we'll be happy with that. Alright. Just want to be gentle. Right, we got 75%. Still far, still far. Alright, let's see if we can get ourselves even. Nope. Terrible swing. If you look at the swing path, it was like everywhere. So that was enough to for sure kill that one. Right, a little bit of movement. Through 7. Alright, well, Tom is gonna hang on. At least he's not running away, but he's gonna hang on. No, you know what? I think I'm gonna do the 5-iron and count on the roll. Right, got 100%. The open's not good though. I thought we might have bounced onto the green. Looks like we're in the grass though, so we did stay clear. All right, 3 feet. This might work. Beautiful. All right. I don't want to end up much further. Alright, so I'm 31st. Now we've got Carson that's 2 under. So yeah, as far as being in contention for any kind of opportunity to win again right now, I'm losing that distance. Got a good bounce out of that. Alright. 3 wood. I'm gonna do the 5 wood. It's really a long way. Oof. 4 degrees, but man, that is... I think we hit a tree, is what the awe was. And otherwise it just did it really early, which is possible too. Oh boy. I knew I needed to do a partial, but that's too partial. I should have done a test of where 93% was. I was thinking I could just feel it right away and react, but nope. No. Nope. For a while I was like, maybe, but no. Should be pretty basic. Alright, still 1 over. At least we're, we're hanging on. Oh, Tom Kim's up there with us now. So, alright, so he at least got a bogey somewhere. So that helps establish a little bit closer field. Alright, that's what I needed. Because it's a pretty tight line there. But, okay. That was definitely a threading of the needle. Alright, I'm gonna go, say, about there. Ah, an underswing, but the rest was perfect. Okay. Don't go back. What are you doing? Like, don't be rolling off on me. Because that is gonna be a bad, bad call. Alright, come on. Ugh. I'm back to struggling with these. I had a couple events where I was doing better, but now I seem to not be. Right. That was a tricky one. That was a pretty extensive slope. Right. So, if I can get ahead of him, that would be nice. Just don't know that I can. Alright, the 4-iron with the wind. We're gonna back off. Alright. That should work. We're gonna be on target in a way. Why is it not showing? It's just weird that it waits so long to change to the other view. I'm like, I can't even tell. Am I landing in the water? Or am I... Okay. Go a little more. Man, still not enough. Wow. I think we might have touched the cup. I think it did deflect a little bit, but wow. Huh. Right, well, we're 24th, so we're all definitely cut-worthy. Alright, this was one of my practice holes. So I did get a birdie on this hole in practice, so if I can do it again, I'll get myself to even par. But yeah, this one was challenging, to say the least. Let's see, if I go up here but back off... Let's try that. Ugh, I don't like the pull, but might be alright. Kind of bounce are we gonna get? Alright, we did get on, but we're gonna have a really long putt. Ooh, are we gonna have a long putt? Where are we headed? Is it going down or is it... No, it's uphill the whole way. Just want to be careful. Coming over. Alright. That distance, that's not bad in all honesty. Alright, that should be a birdie. Gets me even. Let's see, what did Tom Kim do? Because he's already through this hole. He's a hole ahead. Look at that, he's 2 under. So, there's some hope. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I may regret this. I don't know. Bunker might not be too bad of an outcome, just to be close. Alright, well, we got perfect. I know it's gonna roll. And it's rolling a lot. Wow. A lot. You can stop anytime you want. Alright, it's definitely gonna kick off there. Now I hit it straight when I don't need to, but that's alright. Okay. Bit firm, but didn't hop out. Alright, 15 or better. Oh, you know, because it gave me the scores from the round, the performance round. I'm like, I didn't play anything today, but I did the 4 holes, and so I got par or better, so it gave me credit on those. Oh, I hesitated on the backswing. I think we're alright, though. I mean, we'll be kind of short for what we could have had. I mean, we lost 12%. I, like, held the stick. I don't know what happened in my flow there, but it was not good. Ooh, more open than I would have liked. I think we're going to be off the green. Maybe we'll hang on. We got a good bounce. Look at that. Better than I deserved. I'm not gonna claim that as some sort of a skill shot. That was a bit of a gift. Come on back. Oh, not that far though. Wow. So far enough that it's not giving me the spread your feet. Oh my goodness, he's 4 over now. He must have gone into the water or something. Yeah, I better keep an eye on him, because if he's struggling on something, like this would be the hole he had a hard time with, so... I don't think there's any danger. Shouldn't be any danger. Alright, I'm like, there's enough of a slope that going up one club should be okay. It's gonna roll off. Unbelievable. Yeah, these fast greens, it just does not hold. No matter what I do, I'm back in that pattern. I don't like it. Alright, well, he would need some incredible shots, and again, if he starts birdieing and gets up there, but wow, Max Homa, 5 under, and only through 7. That gentleman is having a day. So, wow. Now, this is a tough hole. Again, it was in my practice. Ooh. Alright, we're not going too far right. I think we're okay. Oof. Alright. It was nerve-wracking the way it was hooking over. Alright, let's see. Alright. So got that one to work. So I'm under. I'm in the top 5, and Max came down to only 4 over. So there's some hope there. Ho ho ho. Oh boy. That requires some crazy... I don't know. Alright. If I gotta make a mistake, I want to make it that way. Okay, we're probably gonna go way over. We might... No, we're not gonna end up on the green. Just fine. I mean, this is a par 4, so... Okay, it's downhill. Man, I don't want to go too far. I'm gonna go with this. 'Cause I think it's downhill anyway. I mean, the pin is lower, but I think the green slopes down. Yeah. 2 extra yards on that would have been awful if I had gone to the next club up. Alright. So let's see. Alright, that was big. That was very big. Alright, top 3. And again, this was a practice hole. Another hesitation swing. God, I hope I didn't end up... I'm like, I don't want to end up in the water. Oh boy. A 5 wood. Okay. We're gonna give it a ride. Oh boy, I'm wet. Almost guaranteed I'm wet. Yep. Plop. Alright. I just need to not try that. I got lucky on the other thing. Alright, I should be okay with this, as long as I'm not too far right. Alright, well, we're not too far right. Oof. Man, I barely made it. Alright, well, we're gonna lose some, but... Alright, so I need to not be the hero on this hole. Alright, at least I did that. Still end up 1 under. But yeah, if I hadn't been trying to be super aggressive, I would have been in a much better spot. So I'm in 5th, 6th. Still 6th. Alright, and Tom Kim, he got 1 more back. He came from 4 over to 3 over. But that's good. But Max, man, he's 5 strokes ahead. So again, when I've talked about the last couple things of like, you know, I'm not entirely sure. They've been close to me. this is what I mean. Alright, so we got 104 VC. Alright, 130,000 followers, which is wonderful. We'll see if we can get past 10 million again. I'm not sure if there's anything after 10 million, because that's the last achievement type of thing I've seen. I think at that point it might just be, okay, you're whatever, beyond living legend there is, and then you're just going to be that, and you'll get however many fans you get. We'll see if that's what happens. I forgot to, again, ask the call for action. I did a little better last event, but this time not so good, so I will ask if you would be so kind as to like and or subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. It's really important for a small channel like myself. I'm getting close to 2,000 followers. I'd love to get to 10,000. I think that would be a really awesome milestone. But that's a long, long way away. So we'll look at, small goals first. 2,000 is what we've been getting close to for a bit. We've kind of been yo-yoing with folks. I'm hoping we're going to get a good mix of interest for folks here. Trying to get a few different things going and maybe a little bit more variation, although there is still a lot of Parcel Simulator. I honestly haven't played much, even though I've been drawn to do it. I've stopped myself from adding more to the queue because we're still out probably 12 or 13 more episodes before we're caught up with what I had done. But, enjoying myself here. I don't know that the individuals that have made comments, there've been some folks that are like, I don't understand why you're playing career on a lower difficulty. It's not helping you for TGC Tours. And I'm just going to be as clear as I can here. Sure, I want to obviously improve on TGC Tours, but I'm also trying to use this because this is what drives achievements. TGC Tours does not, a large part, because you're not on official courses there. But because I'm trying to get some of the Steam achievements unlocked, just because it's a goal as well, and that means participating and competing well. I'm trying to make this a more competitive series for me, and I get that it may not be helping me for TGC Tours. I don't think it's hurting me anymore. I think there could be an argument made that it was before, but I don't. I think I've got enough of an understanding of the differences between Pro and Master. But I just want to address that directly because I don't know that I've said it recently, and some folks were like, I don't understand what you're. That's why I'm doing it, because I'm trying to get those achievements where I win the Norwood Invitational, and then it gets me something. But that is the reason, and I will see you next time.